Hey y'all, this is A.L. Thick Madame, and this is yet another installment of the Married Man Side Heffa Saga. Just in case y'all wonder what I'm doing, I always cut my shirts. I am so weird. That's what I'm doing. And it's like, I'm not even cold right now. I normally do this when I'm cold. I don't know why I'm doing it in this moment. But anyway, so let me tell y'all what's been going on because if you saw my community post, you already know I got some stuff to tell y'all. I'm going to save that for last. I'm gonna say that for the end. As I already told y'all before, the OG married dude, he is ramping back up, doing what he was doing before. Every time he see me, he gotta speak. 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 Every single time he see me, this man can see me 15 times. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing today? Hey, how you doing today? Hey, how you doing today? Hey, hey. And then or he'll try to create a conversation, and I'm just like, why are we starting this up again? Like, why? Why? And I make a point to not make eye contact, and he will roll up anyway. So I will keep y'all abreast of that because as I lose weight, I already know it's gonna get worse, and y'all don't know what I was looking like before when I ain't even think I looked like nothing, and apparently that is the go-to body. But whatever. Once I get back around that, it's gonna be a wrap where I have little to no stomach again and no back rolls again. And it's child, I don't even anyway. I can't. But I will tell y'all the foolishness as it unfolds. So anyway, the side heifer, as she has been slowly rising up the rotation list, she's been having to get back in her department or wherever they put her to work. And of course, she ain't here for it, but it is what it is. It's like the higher up you get on the rotation list, you definitely got to work. So whatever, you've been getting over for a month, heifer. Like what more do you want? You've been getting over, and what's funny is that this guy who works in my department but in a different capacity, he was talking to me, and I told him, I was like, well, I don't understand because she has cussed her supervisor out, and she gets away with it, tells this man what to do and cusses him out. And in my mind, I'm just like, what kind of blackmailing got to be going on for her to get away with this? Because everybody else has been leaving in droves. It don't matter. Like, my thing is, I would rather be short staffed with reliable workers than people that are just occupying space and you just giving these people a check and they ain't doing nothing. Because that's exactly what she does 99% of the time. She will find a way to go and be up in the married man's face. I just don't understand. Like, even if this were a regular relationship where they both were just only seeing one another, that's not normal for you to need to be up in somebody's face all day. Now, I understand when it's new or whatever, but child, you at work. I see you all day at work. I see you all when you ain't at work. You don't have time. Do you ever spend time with your son, ma'am? Like, at this point, it's like, girl, like, you don't have time to even miss the person because you so in their face all the time. You're texting them every second that you get, then you in their face all day. And if you can't get to them at the moment because you know supervisors or that they have eyes on you, you have him to come up to your department or wherever you are to come and be in your face because you want to feel special. It's like, girl, it's so sad. It's giving sad. It's giving pathetic. So yeah, child, I just be looking at her like, girl, it's just so sad. It is sad. I don't understand. But yeah, pretty much she still is not bothering me, thank the Lord. It's just other people. She just be trying other people. Ain't nobody, it's just almost everybody else is not here for her. And I mean, I'm not here for her either, but she hasn't been trying me in months and I'm here for it. I'm glad. And that's the thing, like, I don't bother nobody. I'm the type of person that I can usually work with anybody. And I work well with, like, it's redundant for you to hear somebody in an interview say you work well with others, but I really do. Like, if I know what my task is and I know we supposed to be working together or whatever or doing whatever, I'm trying to help you and we should be working as a team. Child, before recent months, that is not how she would be when she and I had to work together, unfortunately. And it's just like, girl, you really trying to set me up for the kill, and we supposed to be working together? Like, why? Anyway, she ain't been trying me. I'm glad about that. Um, Child, okay, so there's this guy who is on the shift before my shift comes in, right? And he is like, I guess you could still say he knew. Like he like maybe 6 months in now. So he done got real comfortable. But like months ago, I don't remember if I told y'all this. This man sets it off every time he see me. And he was just like, what do you have on? I was like, what are you talking about? Like he lives for how I smell. Like no matter what perfume I have on, he be getting his entire life, and he be trying to guess what I'm wearing. Like he's never been able to guess none of the fragrances that I wear, especially like when I wear my expensive quote unquote ones. He don't never be knowing what it is. He be like, man, don't make man. The other day, I forgot if it was Monday or Tuesday. The other day, I had on one of my expensive fragrances. I hadn't pulled that out in a couple of months or whatever. Child, he saw me. This man would do a complete detour when he see me like, oh, there she go. And so that man came all the way to where I was. He's like, and I was like, oh, you ain't, I was like, we ain't gonna be ready for this today. I was like, what'd you think about that? He said, his eyes started like rolling in the back. His eyes started rolling in the back of his head. I was like, sir. He was like, oh, I got to smell that one more time. Wait a minute. And I did it again. His eyes rolled back in his head. Oh my gosh, y'all. I just like great smelling fragrances. That's all. I just like great smelling fragrances. I love to smell good. I love things that smell good. There are times that I literally can only be wearing a body butter and I smell good like that, apparently. Like, people be getting their like, I be like, oh, okay, cool. But this dude be getting his entire life. He's married and he don't never try nothing. Like, he seemed like he might be the only married man there that don't try me. He just, makes a point to be like, you smell good. Like, it don't make no sense for you to be coming up here smelling like that. Yeah, so, yeah, that's hilarious. Oh, man. What else? It just be so many random things be popping off, y'all. I be minding my business every time. So, let me go ahead and tell y'all about the main event. Cause I feel like the other stuff is gonna be like super duper filler, and I'm like, nah, let me just go ahead and let me get y'all out of here early. Let me let y'all get out of class early today. Okay, y'all. So, like I told y'all before, y'all know I'm from Alabama. My folks still live in Alabama. I am in Virginia. I live here, whatever, right? So what I do is, as a way to make sure that I'm communicating with my family and basically letting them know I'm alive every day. Like, if I'm working, I get off work. When I get home, before I get out of my car, or once I get inside, I make a point to send video messages to my folks to let them know I'm all right, let them know what I'm finna do, let them know what kind of a day I had at work, whatever, right? So I'd already done my daddy. I'd already, sent my messages to him. And I had my aunt, who I told y'all about, who my uncle, he has Alzheimer's, dementia, something. I don't know what it is, but it's bad. So I reach out to her, send her video messages too. So I was literally on my very last message, sending a message to her. And somebody drove by and they honked their horn. So, like, the way they did it, they made it seem like they was... I was like, ain't nobody else around. I was like, I know they ain't honking at me. So, like, I messed my whole message up and everything. Like, I had to re-record the message, right? Because I was like, I was like, I don't know he ain't talking to me. So I'm looking. And then I looked in the rearview mirror and I saw what kind of vehicle it was. I was like, I don't know nobody who got a black truck. What is going on? So then I was like, okay, maybe they saw somebody else like on somebody's porch or step or something. Like, I don't know. I'm over here recording again. All of a sudden, right next to my car is a big SUV, big black SUV. So I'm saying to myself, what in the, y'all, I can't stand, I cannot stand for people to roll up on me. Don't roll up on my car. When I tell you, there's some of the most disrespectful people around here that do that kind of stuff. It tears my nerves up. I don't like that, especially if I don't know you. Like, don't do that. So I was about to be mad. Like, man, please, man, get out from. I promise you, I was about to say, man, if you don't get out from by my car. But anyway, came and stopped right next to my car. So I have, like, in the mornings, I have, like, my visor. And my visor in the way, trying to block a lot of the sunlight. Because I want my folks to be able to see me or whatever and not see all this sun. So I had to move the visor out of the way. As soon as I moved the visor, I see the married dude who said he was going to get a divorce at the beginning of this year. I was like, wait a minute, what you doing here? And what you doing in that? Because I know for a fact this man told me that he had gotten a gas efficient car. He told me that it was blue and all of this. So I was like, oh, okay. Because the other vehicle that he has is like kind of a gas guzzler, but it's something that he's always wanted. It's like kind of a throwback, but it ain't too old. And I mean, it run and do everything it's supposed to do, all of that. He got a brand new SUV. It's nice. It's very nice. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, oh, wait a minute. What you got going on? What you doing over here? Like, he was like, well, I told you that I had this. I was like, no, you didn't. I do not remember you saying that. I'm almost positive this man said something else. Unless my mind was just saying something else. I could have swore this man said that he got a gas sufficient car. A gas efficient car. And I'm just like, what is going on? You said blue and all this other stuff. So I'm like, well, dang, maybe his favorite color blue. So I'm thinking what happened was that he traded that back in and was like, no, I ain't happy with that. Let me get this. Because he did tell me that he was thinking about something. And I was like, okay. But you already had one gas guzzling car, but go off though. So, you know, the job that he upgraded to, he all right, so it don't even matter about it. Man, the truck was nice. I was like, man, when I'm going to get to joyride in the truck? He was like, man, when I'm going to get a joyride in your car? Your new car. I was like, sir. He was like, man. He was like, you already know what it is. I was like, man, where you been? He was like, wait. I was like, what is your schedule? I got to get your new schedule. Because it's like, for me, like, I go back to... my mind automatically goes back to when I first met him and how we were cool, we were friends before I knew of him, like, living for me from the first time he laid eyes on me. Like, he cool. Like, he actually is a cool person. And like I told y'all before, he is cousins with one of my close friends. And I know other cousins of his because I used to work with them too. So, you know, all of them are cool. So I'm like, okay. So it's like, I just kind of go back to friends. My mind kind of go back to how we were friends, how we were really cool. Like, y'all don't understand. This man got me through some things when we used to work together. So, you know, he cool. So I'm just like, child, this man literally rolled up. This man literally rolled up at my house. Now, this is the thing, y'all. Guess what? Y'all would never guess this. Tell me why one of this man's sons used to live in this apartment. And I'm not just talking about this building. Literally, the one that I live in. The number that I live in. It's crazy. When I tell you the world is so small. Everything is just so small. And then it's like, I think one of his sons lives not too far away from me, or the way that he likes to go, he goes through, like, past my neighborhood and then go somewhere else or whatever. I'm like, child, because he goes to, like, see his grandson. They be wanting him to come see the grandson, and he be wanting to see the grandbaby and all that stuff too. But at first his schedule wouldn't allow because of, you know, him not being on my shift anymore. But now he got it like that. So he's off. Today is one of his off days. So I was like, man, I gotta get your schedule. Like, I never know when he at work unless I just see him at his meeting while I'm at my meeting or whatever. And it's just so random. So yeah, y'all. I cannot. This man literally rolled up on me. And I'm glad that he didn't try to be like, well, you know, what's up? You know, I'm over here, so, you know, what we gonna do? Please don't do this to me. No. I will let y'all know when we have the conversation about whether or not he got the divorce decree, because I really do feel like he holding out and he ain't said nothing about it, because maybe he did get everything started. Now, I don't know if his situation is anything like what I've heard of recently. Like, if y'all follow any of the news on Ashley Darby and her husband, Michael, here in Virginia, you have to live apart for a year, depending on what your circumstances are, for your divorce to, you know, be finalized. So they are legal, they're, you know, separated. And I don't know how long they've been living apart, but yeah. So yeah, with his situation, because they have a child, he might be able to file and just be like, listen, I ain't got time for this. I ain't trying to be with her no more. It is what it is. And she might be like, no, all of my help come from him, and they probably gonna have to fight it out. So I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a completely different situation. But it's like, I don't want to have to bring it up to him and ask him, has he filed? Because he told me he was going to file in January. So I'm like, I'm not doing that. Anyway, I just figured I'd give y'all a little update on some of the things that have been going on. That's just a little bit, y'all. That's just a little bit, because things be popping off all the time. Like, if I told y'all some of the other stuff, like, eventually I'm going to tell y'all some more of the stuff when more things come along. But yeah, the stuff that just be going on, I be minding my business, y'all. I really be minding my business, and stuff pop off, and I just be like, why? Why? Oh my gosh. I'm trying to see if anything else happened. I don't think nothing else happened. If it did, I'll tell y'all next time. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Be safe. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.